All right, take two.
Take two.
Oh, have you started?
Yeah, but we can edit all this out.
Okay. Hi, I'm Ashley Knott, and this is my narrative speech. These are my note cards. All right, I think we're ready to go. There are certain firsts that you always remember. Your first day of school, the first time you drove a car, the first time that I saw the ocean, I was 27 years old and I was on vacation in Maui, Hawaii. I think that the reason I remember that first so well is because I not only saw the ocean for the first time, but I also jumped into the ocean off of a 20-foot cliff called Black Rock. Anytime you do something for the first time, it can be scary or you might be nervous because it's something unknown. You've never done it before. That's how it was jumping off of Black Rock. When I jumped off of Black Rock, it came with 3 distinct challenges. First, I had to swim out to Black Rock. Next, I had to climb to the top of Black Rock. And then I had to actually jump off of Black Rock. On that day on the beach, I had originally planned on spending the last part of the day just relaxing in the sun and enjoying the tropical heat. However, my boyfriend, his brother-in-law, and his dad all decided that they wanted to jump off of Black Rock, and they asked me if I wanted to join. I was a little bit nervous because this was the first day that I'd ever swam in the ocean. I didn't feel really comfortable with it, but I also didn't want to seem like a wimp. So I said okay and thought maybe I would swim out there halfway and then just kind of swim back. I was really nervous about it. So we started out swimming to Black Rock. At first the swim didn't seem so bad, but once I got about halfway there, I realized just how far it was. The water got deeper and I got really nervous about how I was actually going to get back to the shore. What if I got hurt? Who was going to bring me back? How was I going to swim back? If I got too tired, or what if I drowned? I was really nervous. Either way, we just kept on swimming, and finally I got to the rock. Once I reached the rock though, I realized that an even bigger challenge was probably going to be getting up to the top of the rock. The rock was much taller than it had looked when I was sitting on the shore about 20 minutes before. It looked like a large black volcanic rock. It was really craggy and it looked really scary. Also, there was no clear path to get onto the rock. For some reason, I thought that maybe there would be some easy way to get out of the ocean and up onto the rock, but there wasn't. I was starting to have some severe doubts as to if I was actually going to be able to do this or if I was just going to have to tread water and watch everybody else have fun and jump off the rock. However, once I saw people getting up onto the rock, I realized that all I had to do was just hold on to the rock and wait for the tide to push me up so I could get a good footing onto the rock. So that's what I did. I had my 2 hands on the craggy rock and I waited for a big tide to push my feet up onto the wall, or onto the rock. Once I was up, I didn't really feel like I had that good of a grip on it, but I was up on the rock and out of the ocean. Now I had to climb up to the top. After each step that I took, it felt like there was a sharp pain in my feet. It wasn't a smooth path at all. There were sharp pieces of rock sticking up all over the place and the rocks were really slippery. I felt like if I took one wrong step, I was probably going to fall off the rock and hit my head and die. However, I kept going and I finally got to the top of the rock. Once I was at the top, I saw all of the local Hawaiian boys laughing and doing flips off of the rock. At that point, I realized all that I had to do was jump off the rock. However, once I was at the top of the rock, it felt like I was at the top of a small mountain. When I looked out, it was really pretty. I could see all of the surrounding beaches. I could see the sand, I could see people swimming from really far away, and I could see lots of palm trees. Also, when I looked down, I realized how tall it was. 20 feet is not a short jump. But also when I looked down, I realized how blue the ocean and how clear it was. When I looked down, I saw lots of fish swimming below me, and I even saw a big sea turtle swimming, which was something that I'd never seen before. Although my knees felt like flubber, I decided that all I had to do was jump. So I told myself, you can do it, and then I just did it. I flung myself off of the rock. Although I felt like I was flying through the air for quite some time. Before I could even stop and consider what was going on, I hit the water with a big smack, and then I was underwater. Before I knew it though, the ocean popped me right back up again, and I was okay. Even though on the bottoms of my feet, it felt like I was hit by a 2x4 from the force of the water hitting the bottoms of my feet. It hurt, but I had made it. I looked up and I saw the same Hawaiian boys that I saw before I jumped giving me the shaka sign, and I was really proud of myself. I also looked around to my boyfriend and his family, and they were giving me encouragement as well. This experience was challenging, but I realized that if you just keep telling yourself that you can do it, you can actually do it. Jumping off of Black Rock taught me that taking yourself out of your comfort zone can lead to really awesome experiences. Sometimes you have to take a big risk in order to get a big reward. You will not always be prepared for what life brings your way, and sometimes you just have to jump in feet first, like I did at Black Rock. It was such a good experience that as soon as we got done jumping off, we did it again.